Hi everybody, I'm Kim. Welcome to The Regretful Yarn Addict. Today we are going to be learning this really nice stitch. This is called the bar stitch. It works up great using just one color, but it looks even better when you use two. So this one you can't really tell, but it is two different colors. I have a solid mint green and then a variegated, and a solid and a variegated, solid variegated all the way up. But the colors are so close that you could almost tell what it would look like if you just used one color. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. For this tutorial, I am going to be using an H8 5mm hook, a self-striping yarn, and a white yarn. These are both 4-weight. I am going to start with my solid color. What we need to do is first get our slip knot on our hook. Now we are going to make a chain in multiples of 3, and then when we get it as wide as we want, we're going to add 3 more stitches, 3 more chains. So I'm just going to do a small one, 6, okay, so there I have my chain of 15, and now I'm going to add 3 more. What we're going to do first is the second chain from the hook. This is your first one. This is your second one. We're just going to go ahead, go in there, and make a single crochet. And then we're going to make a single crochet in every single chain all the way to the end. Okay, I started with 18 chains. I have 17 single crochet stitches. We're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to go ahead and put a single crochet into every stitch all the way to the end, and I should still have 17 when I get there. Okay, I've put in 16 stitches. I just want to show you this very last stitch is going to be kind of on its side. So we're just going to go in and pull it up, and there we go. Now we have 2 rows of single crochet. All right, so this next row is going to be the most difficult row that you're going to do. Chain 1, and we're going to put a single crochet in the first 2 stitches. Okay, now let me pull that up, because we are going to be working in this row down here, this very first row. So there is 1, 2, this is our 3rd stitch. Keep that in mind, because we're going to go ahead and do a front post double crochet into that stitch right there. So you wrap, you're going to go in and around, grab your yarn, and then make it double. Okay, and that becomes this stitch right there. So we're going to skip that, and then we're going to go ahead and put in 2 more single crochets. Now 1, 2, this one right here. There's 1, 2, so it's this one. We're going to go down and make a front post double, taking care of that stitch. So 2 more singles, And then there's our last. So there's 1, 2. It's going to be this stitch right here. Go down there, grab it, make that front post double. We are skipping that one. 1, 2. And then we've got it around that one. So it's 1, 2. It's going to be this one right here. That third one. Go ahead, make our front post double. Takes care of that stitch. Two, and then 1, 2 into that third one right there. We're going to go down there, grab it, and make a double. That leaves us 2 stitches. We're going to go ahead and put a single crochet into each of those. Okay, so just like that. And now this is where we're going to change color. So I'm going to take my loop out of there. I'm just going to leave 2 loops on. I'm going to grab my new color. And I'm just going to go ahead and finish with that and chain 1. Okay? Did you see that? You do 2 singles. So you start out single crochet, and then into that very first row, you're going to go into the 3rd stitch and make a front post double crochet, and that counts as that stitch back there. Then you're going to make 2 more single crochets, and you're going to count 2 stitches from that last one, that very first one you made. 1, 2, and into the 3rd one, you make your double crochet front post. And that counts as that stitch behind it. 2 singles, count 1, 2, and in the 3rd one on that first row. And you do that all the way across until you have 2 stitches left. You make your single crochets, but you don't finish that one, that last one. You leave 2 loops on and you grab your new color if you are changing colors. If you are keeping one color, you don't do this. You just make that single crochet, chain 1. Now let's turn. This is the first row of our repeat. We are just going to go ahead and put a single crochet into every stitch across. And we should still have the same number of stitches that we had in the first row. So I'm going to go ahead, finish this, and I will meet you when I get to the end. Okay, I had 17 single crochets to begin. I have 17 stitches now. So you chain 1 and turn. Now this is a lot easier because we already have our double crochet front post down there. So we are going to just go ahead and put a single crochet in each of those first 2 stitches. Now we are going to go ahead and make a double crochet around this one, a front post double crochet around the previous. So you just go down there, grab it, make your double. And then you do your 2 singles. Then you wrap your yarn and you go down here. This is the one we're going for. It's right here. So make sure you put your hook right through there. Go in there and make your front post double crochet. And then you do your 2 singles. Go down there, grab it. Then you do your 2 singles and your front post. 2 singles, and your last front post, and then you finish by putting in a single crochet, starting your next one, but don't finish it off with that color. We're going to go ahead, pull up our white that we did not cut off. We are going to float our yarn up, and we just go ahead and finish with the next color. Okay? So we chain 1 and we turn, and we go ahead and we do our repeat again. You're going to change colors every 2 rows. So you're going to start with a row of singles, and then you're going to come back and do your singles and your front post and your singles. So this one is just singles. So we just go ahead and put our single crochets into every stitch. And again, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, I've just finished my row of singles. I'm going to chain 1, get some extra yarn out, and now I am going to put in 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. Now I'm going to go down here, right there around that one, and make a front post double crochet. And then I have 2 singles. I'm going to go down into there and make my double. See, you're always missing that stitch behind your front post, but it's so much easier to skip it, not even pay any attention to it once you get going. There's our last front post. We do 1 single, and then we go in and we start our single, but we don't finish it. We pull up our other color of yarn. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more rows so you can really see what it looks like, and I'll see you then. Okay, and there you have it. That is what it looks like when you use a solid and a self-striping. I just love the variation. You can use as many different colors as you'd like. You can make every single row a different color. You can make white and then different colors as you like. Whatever. It's so open to interpretation. Also, I wanted to point out, when you're doing this very first row where you're going down into the single crochets for the first time to get your foundation done, let's say you make this double crochet front post and you're like, oh no, I only have 1 stitch left. I should have 2. Go ahead and put it behind it. Put your single behind that, and then your next single, and then just go as normal. This one is going to pull this one over where it's supposed to be, and you're still going to have your 2 single crochets. So as long as you're only off by 1 stitch when you're starting this very first row, no problem. If you have 3 left or more or whatever, then maybe you want to go back and start over and make sure that you're doing 2 single crochets, and then you do your front post, and then make sure that there's 2 single crochets before your next one. So you just, do that. There's 2, there's 2, 2. So it's this very first, this row number 3 is once you get that down, the rest is a piece of cake. So I hope you enjoyed this and that you either learned a new stitch or got reacquainted with an old friend. Remember, I do stitch tutorials every Saturday, and on Wednesdays, I do Wednesday wrap-up where I talk about everything I've made, everything I'm going to make, and things I might be making that are in progress. Once in a while, I throw in an extra video. So thank you for watching. Have yourselves a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.